Lethal. And I'm not sorry for the wait.
Ayo, keys, press play.
Must not know about me, know about. You must not know about me, know about. You must not know about me. Too well before a second get to thinking about. I brag different cause my bag different. Not a mother but a lover and a hustle like I have children. A tad different if you add riches. If you just see my appearance, you would think I was the bad bitches. My class different, I'm no bad temperance. Why my winnings ain't her winnings? This my journey and I had intentions. I move around from any contradictions. Any low-key want a competition, immediately board the mission. I wish my critics had a pot to piss in. I'm on a show and now my ops can listen. Know my ex is out there bitching. I know my biggest flex is optimism. I know my biggest test is opposition. This right here my proposition. You must not know about me, about. You must not know about me. You must not know about me. Too well before a second get to thinking about. Co-creator of my destiny. I send a prayer, they think less of me. Can't let them get the best of me. A wise being would invest in me. I'm an observer, that's the vet in me. I let the killer rest in me. I meditate cause that's the recipe. I talk to little lethal every day. It turns out that's my therapy. I'm smooth like tahini butter with the sesame. I take them all in ecstasy. I leave them all obsessed with me. You must not know about me. You must not know about me. About. You must not know about me. You must not know about me. Nah, nah. You must not know about me. Don't you ever for a second get to thinking. You are tuned in, I'm not sorry for the wait. Jake down the beats and put it on a mixtape. Know that it's not my job to turn you on, but I can't help it cause I'm the chosen one. They fuck with me, now they stuck with me. All my people know it's up with me. Haters can't get up with me. They fuck with me, now they stuck with me. All my people know it's up with me. Haters can't get up with me. You must not know about me. You must not know about me. Rise and shine, y'all.
Wake y'all ugly ass up.
You are now tuned in to the morning tea off GP with your girl Salitha.
And your favorite couldn't be.
What's brewing? Is okay.
What's that?
He is in the building.
Oh man.
Yes. How do you feel this morning?
I feel refreshed.
I do.
I feel like I got
too,
some much
in a
needed
way.
sleep that I didn't even realize I needed. Like my body. I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta listen to your body, man.
No, for real.
I think that's what I have over this past year, and then through the new year, I've learned to listen to my body more. Even though I'm not, what I'm saying, where I need to be, but definitely kind of like paying attention.
Yeah, your body gonna tell you
Yeah.
everything in so many words.
Yeah, and I feel like so
In
many
no
people,
words, actually.
they lean on Western medicine so much, and those that are in that field so much that we have gotten away from that.
Like actually listening to your body.
Yeah, like what is that? I mean, the patterns, like hold on, why am I feeling like that?
Right.
When I feel like that, what has happened? What have I ate? What you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I think we just lean too much on people that's outside of ourselves.
Right. When your body was the first thing talking to you. Soon as you did it, your body said it.
Yeah.
But nah, you like,
And we ignore it.
I end up doing it again.
Mm-hmm. Yep. How you feeling?
You know, I feel good. I feel blessed. I have a lot of energy. I got a few hours of sleep last night. That wasn't,
Letha, you've done the book, put it out. You've done a mixtape, put it out. What the hell is going on? Why are you? What's going on? Why
It's
you not getting no sleep?
always something that I gotta do. Like, it's like I wake up every.
So if you're not doing anything, are you paranoid?
I feel low life.
For real? Do y'all be feeling low life? You in the comments. I know, especially if you got kids, y'all done got y'all, a little break, and a lot of y'all done, been too happy about the break and been too sad or, complaining about the kids having an extended break, So how do y'all feel about that? Talk to me. It's about 50 some degree now.
It is.
It's manageable now. We ain't freezing, pipes ain't busting.
You can't really have no excuse right now.
I had to remind myself to turn the damn water off. I'm like, hold on, you gotta drink no more. We good. We in the clear.
Fact.
How y'all feel about that out there in them fake streets?
Yeah, for real. Like, I mean, I just feel like, especially when you building a business and you're in entrepreneurship and you don't have anybody over you and you don't have like a guaranteed check coming in, you know what I'm saying? It's like your life is on the line. It's a different type of hustle.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I just think about the times that when I did, work, under other people, you know what I'm saying? How hard I had to work for them. You know what I'm saying? How many hours that I had to put into that. Like, I just think about that for my own business. I'm like, I gotta wake up and get on it. Like, even if it's something that's unusual for me or something that I don't even know what to do, I'm gonna figure it out because that's what I had to do with them jobs.
Do you feel like everybody has that?
No,
like that discipline to like manage their own affairs. As far as, okay, I've been working at this job or I've been in this career field for umpteen many years. Now I done jumped out cold turkey in the entrepreneurship lane.
Right.
But now before I woke up and I went to work. I got there by 9. I got off at 5. But now there's no set schedule.
Right.
I have to, put in the work for myself, and especially probably even more because I was working for some company that was already established.
Right.
I'm trying to establish and build.
Exactly.
So I probably have to work a lot more. So do you think
that don't register with people? Like, honestly, it took me years to get here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I've always been in entrepreneurship as a hairstylist, but it's still kind of guaranteed. I ain't gonna say it's guaranteed money, but you kind of know your money coming. You know what I'm saying? When you got it's easier to set a schedule because you got people.
And you had to have that schedule because you had
an
an appointment.
Yeah,
so you
I had to
knew
have the schedule. You know what I'm saying? And then I have an idea of what I'm gonna make. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like actually not doing hair and not having actually having to create that structure and putting it into action. That's tough. You know what I'm saying? And it's a battle because, you so used to seeing like the normal work schedule, Monday through Friday, you work, Saturday, Sunday, you kick it. You know what I'm saying? But according to Eric Thomas, baby, he gon' yell at you.
Hey, you know what? I love Eric Thomas.
Yeah, Eric Thomas, like, you cannot be a boss with a 9-to-5 mindset.
But he's so good that he'll make you want to do some shit that you ain't never ever even thought about doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might not even have a business. You might just want to go out there and climb the wall though.
Right.
That's how that's how much
he make you like, if you laying in the bed for too long and you hear him, you like,
hold on, man.
For real,
goddamn bomb today. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
for real.
I used to almost get mad. Like, who you talking to, bro? Not me.
Yeah,
Like,
no, for real.
Like, but it's needed. I have my phases in life where I need that type of motivation.
Yeah.
I'm not there right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's very.
And that's why I asked that because during the pandemic, it was a time where where I was working, it got bad to the point where I got laid off.
Mhm.
And so I started selling. That's when I started selling the T-shirts.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Yeah, I
that
remember
experience made me realize that even though I had great idea,
Right. You.
that
You
wasn't
gotta.
my passion.
Ah.
So like, I see orders coming in, you know what I mean? But it's
Mhm.
like like I don't want to get up and
Right.
ship the label and go ship it off and you know what I'm saying? And study drop things to kind of like promote.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't
Man.
consistent with that, and I kind of feel like I was like, okay, well this probably, even though it was good product,
Right.
and I shopped around before I got the good quality product or whatever, and people loved, the people that did,
Mhm.
get it, they loved it, but that situation made me realize that if I'm gonna be an entrepreneur or anything, it gotta be something that I know I love,
You gotta be
love.
deeply passionate about it.
Yeah.
Like even when the worst days, you gotta
Mhm.
love it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because what do you have when you tired or
Mhm.
when you want to give up or
Yeah.
when you got all these different situations happening that's all these blockages, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? What
Yeah.
do you have?
Yeah.
So you definitely got to be aligned with that journey
Mhm.
for you to keep on going.
And I was so used to having a set schedule because I ain't gonna have the deposit that I'm used to having if I don't get up at this time to be there at this time, the clock in at this time.
Right.
And like maybe probably the everything that probably took to go into having more things, more options, reinvesting, investing, that independent drive for
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
it wasn't there with me.
Yeah.
It wasn't there.
Right.
That's why it's kind of, it don't matter how, if you get in the struggle, if you're not passionate about it, if it don't feel natural to you like this, like this
Right.
feel natural to me. But if it didn't feel natural,
It makes it easier
ain't-
to sell. It just makes it just makes your life easier.
Yeah.
Like that, because it's already tough doing everything else.
yeah,
But having that knowledge and just being on that path like
Yeah.
that really.
Yeah.
Hey, Latrice Murray said, "Love your show."
man, appreciate that, Treese, man. We gotta link up. We gotta
No,
go.
for real. We
We gotta
really
make a trip.
appreciate that.
Us and the the guys. We gotta plan something.
So yeah, let's go and what
But
we
let's
what we talking about today?
give the people a round of applause because they still fooling with us. So grateful for you. So grateful for you people.
It is indeed.
Yeah,
a
even if
blessing.
you ugly, we grateful.
Where would we be?
Well,
Where would we
I'll
be?
still be here if that was ugly. But
No, I'm saying where would we be without them?
we got a couple things that we gotta get cleared up today. We got the brick face lady. A lot of shit going on with that. Kevin Hart ex-wife and Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle had some thoughts and concerns. Excuse me, about everything dealing with the Cat Williams tactics. We gonna get to that. But before we get into that, we need y'all to answer a question for us, especially if you're an entrepreneur, got a business, thinking about getting into business. If you're an artist that think you're not worthy or feel like you don't get the credit or the notoriety that you deserve because you haven't been on the Ground Zero top 25 list, top 20 list, or whatever, the Buzz TV top list, or the TV Cammy top list, Real Underground top list, or whoever, these lists out here, I see a lot of comments where people be, in their feelings and stuff like that. So you feel like you're not being not notarized, you haven't gotten the notoriety, haven't been noticed, haven't been acknowledged of the work that you feel like you put in. This is a great tool to use. It's a great platform to use to get your art out there.
Facts.
So check this out, y'all. Are you standing on business?
What
What you mean standing on business?
Is your business getting the exposure that it needs?
I don't know, cousin P. You tell me.
Hell no, because you're not promoting it on the morning TRG. Are you standing on? Say, man,
Are you standing on business?
are you? And be for real, you gotta ask yourself that now.
Like 10 toes.
You know,
Like,
did-
clearly you ain't, because you ain't hit up the morning TFGP.
number one, you ain't hit up the morning TLGP. You haven't hit Salitha. You haven't hit Cut and P. You haven't hit the Real Underground. You haven't hit the media platforms. I remember a time back when it was probably like the Mary Jane clique, or it was Southside Reggie and all these local artists that I remember that I messed with real tough back in the day. You know, these platforms weren't available. But they made their name throughout the state. They made their name throughout the southeast, southwest, and all throughout Arkansas doing shows and things like that. Now you have these outlets, but it seems like the social media has made people lazy or something. You know, you feel like if you just post a video or you just, post it on your story, or you
Man, you gotta
tag
do way
all
more.
followers, that's just gonna do the work. That's gonna get your stuff out there. Well, this is the age of Aquarius, and it's a new age, and it's an age of truth, and it's time to recalibrate and reevaluate your methods of how you doing, what you're doing. Look in the mirror, You only not where you want to be because you haven't done the things that you should do. Even if you think you have, obviously you haven't, because the results, you will yield those results.
Let's get on the topic of
Okay.
the brick lady, because I seen this on the Shade Room, and I believe it was her mug shot. Is that her mug shot?
Well, she been on the Shade Room multiple times within the last couple of weeks. So
Okay,
as
I
far as
haven't
the
been seeing
typical, do you have a picture right here? Did you?
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I expand that? Okay. Boom. There's her.
That's her.
Um,
So is that her mug shot?
They look like a mugshot to me.
I
I guess that's a mugshot where he turn herself in, because she was on the run.
Yeah, but they got her now.
And
She turned herself in.
according to
she posted a bun.
according to the outlets that she turned herself in. I've been seeing things back and forth with her, because initially this is the lady that went on a rant. She made this video that went viral about some random guy that wanted to holler at her. He hit her with a brick, and her face was swollen. And I didn't even look into it. Like I've seen,
And she did the GoFundMe.
she had a GoFundMe and everything.
Raised over $40,000.
Raised over 40 bands. Really pulled on the heartstrings of the people, and it's probably some more women.
Like, you know what I'm
the end
saying?
thing.
That really touched me. Like, you know what I'm saying? To see her mugshot, I can have appreciation for that, but it's like, still you messing up
Yeah.
the game. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because like, it's real people out here that actually, are victims of, you know what I'm saying, this type of violence. And you want to play on people's top and play on people's heartstrings, like you said, and you done raised over all this money because people don't know whether to believe you. In these situations, all we have is the story. You know what I'm saying? So especially if we wasn't there, but the proof is on. They got video footage where the lady hit him first, and I think he hit her back with a water bottle or something like that. Like, bro, why did you say that you got hit?
The post I seen, they said that the footage didn't reflect all that.
Right.
I don't know what the footage showed, but I know a lot of men got a lot of backlash just in comments and the conversations around it, like,
Yeah.
you niggas, we the most unprotected, and
Yeah,
all
and
that stuff, and I ain't, and for that reason, I didn't even say nothing publicly.
You don't know
but
what
it
to
didn't
say.
sit right with me. It didn't sit right with me, because listen, man, I know women that have went through abusive relationships. I know women that done went through some random aggressiveness. Never that. I never seen nobody just do nothing like that. That extreme for nothing. And I didn't want to say that because that don't mean that it's not possible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that don't mean it's not possible. But when I seen it, I'm like, dang. I done been in a couple fights. I done seen some people in a couple fights. Her face was big, man. Like on Martin. When Martin got had that fight with that dude, Tommy Hearn or whatever the name was.
Yeah.
But her face was smooth.
Right.
It wasn't bleeding, it wasn't bruised up. It was big, but it was smooth.
Yeah.
I'm like that.
Right. Because if you would have had blood, gushing all.
And if it's that close, your eye,
Yeah.
you know, it would have been damaged and stuff like that. But I ain't say nothing, cause you know I didn't want women to feel like I was against them.
Yeah.
Or it was like, nah, forget y'all pain, forget what y'all go through, cause that's not the case, you know. But it never added up to me. It never did. And from what I read, what really happened was she had an allergic reaction.
What? Shut the front door.
And even though none of it made sense to me, when I heard that, I'm like, dang, that make all sense in the world for it be no blood, no like marks, bruises, but it just smooth and swole. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Man, listen,
That's
cause I
wild.
done seen somebody take some, and I done gave some. I ain't seen. She almost grew another head on top of her head. You know?
I had seen it like very vaguely, but I didn't really like go deep into it.
It add up to me. But see, this the thing, man. Africans have been known to scam and sham Americans. It's very big in the Nigerian community. She's Somalian. It's what maybe not a people don't realize. So for her being Somali, it kind of make it seem like this was planned because we know how American so-called black indigenous people think.
LJ is in the comment section. Shout out to LJ. He said, so she locked up for lying.
Basically,
Yeah.
what about the charges?
Police say Rhoda falsely claimed the assault occurred because she refused to give out her phone number. So I think it was like she
Did you see the official charges?
She turned herself into police after being charged with felony theft by deception in Houston. That's what it is.
Felony deception. Felony what?
Felony charged with felony theft by deception.
Felony theft by deception because she had to go GoFundMe and she accepted money
Yeah.
by a story that wasn't true.
Even though they held the money though.
Yeah, so that makes it theft because the people paid the money
You lied
by
to these
thinking it
folks.
was something that it was not. And you know what's so crazy? When I think it was a Shade Room, but one of those big platforms, this before she turned herself, this heifer is in the comments.
What she say?
Talking about they asked for a video, provided. Asked for such provided. Asked for such provided. And they still such.
Wow.
Basically trying to save face.
Yeah.
And guess what? It's probably almost 2,000 comments and likes of women.
Yeah.
I believe you, girl. Such. Projecting, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what was this? Is this the day when she actually turned herself in? She got a $10,000. She posted a $10,000 bond.
I think so.
Okay, yeah. So
I think that was this
so they did the warrant. She was on a run. She finally, I guess she just felt like her name and her face has been out there too much for her to just, try to keep it going. So she turned herself in and she posted a $10,000 bond according to the Shade Room. So yeah, man, it's sad that it's really sad for women because it's gonna make it worse.
Yeah.
When something really happens, the public anyway.
Right.
Is
Like,
gonna
it's
question.
like,
It's gonna,
you gotta wait until we see footage or whatever, because
Yeah.
we don't know who to believe. And in those situations, a lot of times I don't really speak on those situations, but I don't speak against the victim. I'll
Yeah.
say that. But or I don't speak against the person, but I will analyze the situation. But it's just hard to speak on those situations because you never know what's truly going on. You know what I'm saying? So
certain topics, certain situations, I try to stay away from. I already got a bad rap for my opinions and stuff like that. Even though, it's not nothing malicious behind it. I just be analyzing for real without my emotions. And the problem be most people that have something to say or feel some type of way, they they more so in their emotions with their comments and their opinions, and that's really what the backlash coming from.
LJ said, as minorities, we already not taken serious in the justice system.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to, like, that's not particularly domestic violence, but like those type of situations aren't. I know domestic violence is not taken seriously either. So I mean, it kind of go hand in hand because it's like a situation where she pretty much didn't lie.
And
you know what I'm saying?
And
a lot of those domestic violence
have a history of not even like back in the day, like before women had rights and stuff. It was understood that your wife is your property. So if y'all had an issue and you don't went upside her head, that wasn't looked at as a crime.
Yeah,
so the police might come, but that's your property. Y'all handle that how y'all supposed to handle that.
Yeah.
If it ain't too bad, we not gonna interfere. That was really a thing.
And that's truly how it's like they still come out protocol, you know what I'm saying, for protocol, but at the same time, it's like, ooh, they be dragging their feet.
Mm-hmm.
They be dragging their feet on that.
Yeah. What we got next?
Kevin Hart ex, she decided to keep the last name because she said she felt like she was there to build a brand, build the name.
How you feel about that? How y'all feel about that in the comments?
So when I seen that, I was just like, because I was curious to know. I mean, I figured she was going to say something similar to that because at first I did see that she said that she was going to keep the last name or whatever. And she was like, because it's her last name. And then I was reading the comments. People was like, it take a lot to, change your name and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh.
It don't.
So I was like, okay.
I done got my name changed by 3 times.
For real.
Honestly.
Yeah, I'm going to change my name.
Facts.
But people were saying that. I'm like, okay, that makes sense or whatever. And then when I seen she was like, well, because I helped to build the brand, I can see that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because a lot of times, like, when we see a man in the forefront, the woman is a lot of times doing a lot of the groundwork. Yeah, like helping, like, even if like you can be the talent or whatever, but the woman, the woman helped to place you. You know what I'm saying? Get you in the right,
and Kevin Gates was kind of a situation like that.
Yeah, type of thing like that. So
I don't know if that's the case with Kevin and her.
I don't know if that's the case either, but I can see that because, like I said, a lot of times the woman do be the push behind it and stuff like that.
And I can't trust Steve Harvey no more. He said it about the first lady, but go ahead.
We ain't gonna get up Steve Harvey. I done got over my frustrations towards Steve Harvey.
Okay.
I had to release that. I'm trying to get my blessings, but well, I ain't trying to. I am getting my blessings. But I can't say. You know what I'm saying? I feel like in a way it is kind of like. I mean, okay. I can understand if he's coming to her and asking her to remove the name and she like, no, I helped build the brand, so I'm gonna keep it. Then that's like, if he asks me to get rid of the name, I'm gonna be like, bruh, you can have your name. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a situation like, I mean, she milked it. She's milking it. So that's what I see. Like, she's milking the situation. And can I say if that's the right thing or the wrong thing? I can't say that because I ain't been there in they whole situation. You know what I'm saying? But I can say that she's probably milking the situation, the heart.
I just call bullshit. And this is why. The first red flag for me, and this is the thing, right? Solution. I'm gonna say solution first.
Okay.
Well, not necessarily a solution, but this is a better outlook to have for men. You got to vet whoever you want to. One of the most important decisions that you ever gonna make is who you have kids by and marry. That is one of the most important decisions that you will ever make.
Yeah.
And we gotta be more mindful, and we gotta, be more intentional in our vetting process. I don't feel like on both sides, I don't think we vet enough. Where we get in these situations where we really don't know this person. We really haven't seen nothing to gauge ourselves as far as what they probably would do in this certain situation, where on down the line we see something that happens that shows how messed up their character is. Because when I seen her on tour with Cat Williams and they posting these pictures right after the interview, that was the first red flag to me. Man, I have a public enemy. Listen, you have a husband that got all the money in the world, so it can't necessarily be about the money. So why are you all over the internet with pictures with this man that got an issue with your husband, your ex-husband? Why?
She milking that too.
You will never see me say nothing negative about any ex that I never had.
Right.
First of all, that's a reflection of me. In that time, that's somebody that I love. That's somebody that I care for, and I was with for a reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you ought to have unfortunate times and stuff, but I'm not finna dog nobody publicly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is a marriage. If I know a chicken head out here that got some beef or some issue with one of my exes, I'm not finna be taking no damn pictures and parading around town with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, honestly, it do. Like, even when we was talking about, like, her going on tour with Cat Williams, we did speak on that. Yeah, honestly, at the end of the day, like, can I say...
If she ain't take all them pictures, well, nobody be talking about it.
Yeah. Can I say... I mean, I feel like she's probably milking it for
And why you ain't on tour with
purposes.
why you ain't on your hubby tour?
She asked him.
Is she funny?
Well, clearly, I guess he just don't... I don't know. But, I mean, he did wish her well.
Man, listen. That's cap.
But honestly, what I can say, like, although I can say that I can't be mad at her for going on tour with Cat Williams, I can't be mad at her for saying that she helped build the brand, and you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
But one thing I will say, it do show her character.
Yeah, but look, the first thing was the Cat Williams shit. The second thing was, okay, if you help build a brand, cause guess what? Guess what I found out this week?
What?
Sweet Ray barbecue sauce.
Mm-hmm.
That's a European man behind it. His name ain't Sweet, his name ain't Baby, and his name ain't Ray.
Yeah, I can see that.
But guess what? He get all the benefits and the accolades and the income from it.
Right.
So if she helped build a brand, why is her name ain't on none of the stuff that she was a part of building? Because if that was the case, she wouldn't need to have that name tied to her personal name.
Mean, come on now.
Come on, what?
I mean, that sounds great for business, but come on, who's like when you building with your partner, like you not thinking about let's get paperwork out, or a lot of times
I'm gonna be thinking about it.
I mean, but not everybody in there when they're in a relationship and they building something, like you thinking you finna be with this person, so whatever I'm pouring into my husband, he gonna bring that back to the house or whatever.
Okay.
So
let's just say, let's use their situation. Do you think they should? They should.
have
People should. Like, even if you feel like that's what it is,
yeah, that would be ideal, but that is a tough conversation too. Like, especially like if you it's all about how you go into the relationship too, because like
'Cause
some
when
people
you-
go
'cause-
into relationships knowing that they're actually like it's more of a partnership.
If you go get a marriage license and you can join the names, if y'all have a divorce,
I mean,
it's things that you couldn't do without your husband still,
right.
because it's a business. When you do it like that, you can join in businesses.
Well, this is what I would say. Like a lot of times, like I've seen situations where, you know, a woman, I mean, in both sides, you know what I'm saying? A woman can help build a man up, a man help build up a woman, you know what I'm saying? But I think in that situation, like if Kevin Hart, like, you know what I'm saying, they built this business or whatever, if she don't come about and say, okay, I need my name on this paperwork, I think he should be the one to be like,
yes.
I need to put your
name.
name on it just in case if anything
yes.
happens, you know, to me and stuff like that. So a lot of times it relies on the maturity of the man too. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Because
of course.
you know what I'm saying? I've been in a situation where I've helped build a situation and you can easily say, okay, well, if she helped him build his brand, why she didn't do that for herself? But a lot of times it takes the feminine and the masculine energy to
You
help.
always gotta have it.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a balance
to
in
get
everything.
it all the way there or whatever. But, you know what I'm saying? I've been in a situation where, you know what I'm saying, I've helped build a business and I didn't get no credit for it because I wasn't on the face of it and stuff like that. So, but it wasn't no paperwork involved. But too, a light bulb went off real quick, and I moved around from that situation. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want no parts of that.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right,
But
right.
it do kind of it touch a little something on my heart.
No,
you know what
I
I'm
understand
saying?
that. I understand that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so for me, right? I don't think no ex ever feel the type of love that I brought to the situation. And when I talk to people, homegirls, associates, random people that come in my inbox, they want to talk to the spirit or want to get a little bit of counseling or whatever, you know, no disrespect to the people that actually, you know, have their degrees and certificates or whatever. But people do come for advice, you know what I'm saying? But it's just certain things that you will see out of a person that will show you, regardless of what they tell you,
Right.
or show you that they really invested and they really love you. Because if I were to have a business, I know it's a possibility that we might find ourselves not compatible on down the line.
Right.
You might want to fly the nest or whatever, but that don't change my love that I have for you, or how much I want to see you still shine and be successful with whoever you with. I want so if we build something together, my mindset gonna be we're gonna have a conversation where, okay, boom, it's gonna be this if this happens.
Yeah.
We married 20-some years and I just cut out knowing your situation, knowing you help build this what I have, and that'll mess my conscience up by going on in life, reaping all these benefits from something that you invested in just as much as I have, and you have my children. If we had children, and you struggle.
But honestly, like, you know, like the fact that you said that, like that brings me back to, like, you know, when they asked Kevin Hart about, you know, his wife and stuff like that, and he said he wish her well.
I just feel it was a commercial bullshit answer.
I mean, too, but I feel like
you're not finna give your fans something, because we gotta think about it.
Yeah,
he's across the planet as far as the people that's tuning into him. He's crossed over into a lot of things more than just us.
Right. Yeah.
So you're not gonna get.
But I feel like it probably was a situation, like, I don't know why they depart ways or whatever, but I do feel like he feel forever kind of indebted to her, but he not finna put her on his platform and stuff like that. But at the same time, I don't think he's gonna, like, throw any kind of dirt or nothing on her name, because, you know what I'm saying, he probably feel like, you know what I'm saying, she been there or whatever, like, we didn't do the paperwork. So
Okay, so do you know anything about her history as far as being a comedian?
Who?
His
Her.
wife.
Yeah.
She was a comedian before.
Well, you said before they was together.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how long they was together, but I know.
No, I'm just asking because I don't know.
Well, see,
But I'm just saying,
I
as an
don't know.
ex-wife, if your
well, see,
husband
they been
is
broke up for a while.
okay,
so-
cool. But what I'm
but
saying is, if
I
your
know-
husband is him,
right,
right? What because even comedians don't want to tour year round.
right,
It's
but
comedians that have to.
I remember when she came out and started being a comedian. So
But it posed the question to me: Is this your passion? Because was you doing it before y'all was together? Was you doing it while y'all was together?
right.
You know what I'm saying?
So I was seeing comments. I don't know how real.
As far
it
as
is
you
or
saying,
whatever.
he probably feel like he's indebted to her
Right.
because just as a
Well-
mother of your kids, you know.
I mean, exactly. Well, I just feel like, he feels like he got some kind of, debt towards her. But I feel like he love her from a distance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they probably can't, you know what I'm saying? Can't, do work together or whatever. But he feel like, whatever you choose to do it. And I support you from a distance type of thing. That's how I'm just
I'll
on the
get you. I
outside
got
looking in the situation. So
I got you.
I don't know.
You
Well,
gotta-
I'm finna read the comments.
Okay.
Okay, because LJ said it's weird from a business perspective. She could have a totally different relationship with Kat versus her ex-husband. As far as the business, when you building and in the heat of the business, last thing you are thinking about is a piece of the business. That's what I'm thinking about too. Because a lot of times, if you with somebody who you feel like you're gonna be with for the rest of your life, a lot of times you don't think about, oh, this is yours, this is mine, you know what I'm saying? Or I need to have my name on this too, type of thing. Unless, you know what I'm saying, the man say, okay, well, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it would be best if the man was to take that initiative and be like, I feel it's only right, you know what I'm saying? Especially if he's the breadwinner or whatever in the situation, I feel like he should be the one to be like, I want your name on it, versus the woman, like, you know what I'm saying, I helped you build this, so I feel like my name should be on there, because that's gonna cause,
Yeah.
hell in a relationship. Matt Quay said real.
You know what I think we should do sometime?
What?
Have some people to call in and ask relationship questions and stuff like that. And they don't have to be on camera, but
Okay.
we can kind of because I think it'll help.
Yeah, what y'all think about that?
Because I feel like because I know, and it's not a shot at women, but I know, like,
No, it's a shot at women. No, I'm just playing.
it's really not. I know it come off of this sometimes, and I'm glad. I'd rather talk about it on this platform because I'm able to be more clear about my intentions. But when they ask certain questions, I can get in the real, and they can really see early on how much a man really fool with them if they, because I've had this situation where a woman is way more into me, where I'm like, you don't really know nothing about me yet. You don't know enough about me to be this type of energy. Not the fact that something wrong with you, or not the fact that I'm going to manipulate you or do you wrong, but that's something that I notice. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that could help a lot of people, because just like this situation, it's a no-brainer to me. If I marry you, what? Everything that I produce comes out of you. Outside of myself, you're the most important thing in the world. How can I not make sure if something happens, we become very successful at what we doing, and something happened, and I not make sure you straight?
Yeah.
And why I emphasize this like this, because if I'm someone of Kevin Hart's status, listen, you can do the comedy at Thanksgiving, at Christmas, at all the whatever gatherings you and your family do, and be fulfilled from that. But you not finna be on no goddamn road doing 100 cities like Kat say he doing, trying to make ends meet. Cause I don't really feel like she doing it cause it's her passion. I don't. You live in the South life. Even if The only reason a nigga won't fool with you because he can't give you the soft life that you already got.
Well, I will say one thing. She must be funny because Cat Williams got her on tour.
Listen, yes, I believe that too. I'm just speaking from the perspective of the so-called man.
Mm-hmm.
That's sassy to me.
Yeah.
According to what the people be saying as far as what's sassy, like, I don't want my ex-wife, if it don't work,
Right.
she shouldn't have to be doing that, you know?
I think it's different kind of men in the world. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely is.
Cause I mean, these are two totally different situations. But if he was P Diddy, she definitely would be paid off.
Listen, man, this is what I tell my homegirls and people that come to me and
P
talk
Diddy
to
be
me.
like, no, you cannot do that. I will. How much he gonna pay you? I'm gonna send that right on over because you finna embarrass me.
That's a terrible thing too. That's a terrible thing. That could be the beginning of a terrible situation.
Louis Jackson said, LJ said her history showed. He said he looked Tory hard up. Her discography. Okay, it's fire. Her history shows she's been established.
Okay, well that kind of make it even more worse.
And they think that Cat Williams sassy.
Nate, I'm gonna do this like this to you, boy. Hey, Nate, I don't know. I don't get it. I done showed Nate. I ain't finna talk about Nate. I done showed Nate everything, the truth about them niggas that Cat Williams talking about. But Nate got his picks and chooses. Listen, if they throwing up them hooks or whatever they call it, whatever them good dogs call them, he gonna ride for them. Right or wrong. Hey,
let's go to the game. What's brewing?
all right.
Cause I need to know. Would you prefer? Do you prefer a private or a public relationship?
Do you want to do you want to elaborate on what you would deem private and public, or do you just want me to answer like from the general perspective?
Okay, like when I say private, like private as far as like nobody knows. Like people don't even know if y'all together or anything.
No. I could never have a private relationship.
Right. So like public relationship, and it's not.
But when you say public, all I think about is social media posts every day. That's what I think about.
No, not necessarily social media posts every day, but you do have the pictures. You do have like a little, insight, but it's not necessarily. You don't have to like go deep into your business, but you're in the public and in the public eye. So.
Shit, I'm in the public eye with people that I ain't in a relationship with.
Right.
If I take somebody out, or if somebody I don't rock with, if I rock with you, the last thing I'm thinking about is people seeing us, cause I don't rock with nobody that I don't rock with authentically.
Right.
But I'm very private about my personal relationship when it comes to what I post publicly. I've never been a big poster. Like it could be people out here that see the things that I talk about that might be saying like, dang, when was this nigga ever in a relationship, or where he get his experience from? You know what I mean? But I'm a nigga that that's probably one of the few niggas that anybody out there would know that any ex out there wouldn't have nothing negative to say if their name came up. I just always been private with that. You know what I mean? Cause your relationship is not public. Like your actual relationship isn't public.
Right, exactly.
I don't do things for public validation.
Right.
Not that there's something wrong with it. And I ain't gonna lie, I've also in the past dealt with some insecurities when it comes to being out in the public like that too.
So I'm gonna read the comments. LJ said private. Nathaniel said both. McQuay said, I feel like a private relationship will get you a nice start because it's shaky in the beginning. It's true. But naturally it will become public. Nathaniel said, I don't want a private relationship because I'm not a private person. It's all about balance. No one needs to know what we're going through. Facts. That's my thing.
But Nate, I'm gonna say something to Nate. Nate, sometimes you don't really know a person until you had certain experiences with them. So you might want to get with somebody and you love them wholeheartedly to the point where you don't mind putting them out there publicly, but you don't know how they take certain things. So y'all might be into it about certain situations. It might be her first time cooking for you, and she might, if she have kids somewhere, she might break a plate or break all the plates, and all she got is paper plates, and she might serve your lasagna and your cabbage and chicken on a paper plate, and the world knows that you do not accept paper plates. So y'all have a situation where you're mad, and y'all go back and forth, and you don't want the world to know y'all internal problems, but her having a lack of emotional intelligence, she went and told the world how you threw that plate in the trash and wouldn't eat it because you served it to her on a paper plate. I mean, she served it to you on a paper plate.
He said that's a private situation though.
Yes, but when you got somebody that you haven't seen them in certain seasons, you don't have no control. You don't know how they gonna deal with it. So that's why I painted that picture of that scenario, because she might go and tell all of Facebook that Nate done been disappointed about her serving him on a paper plate, because Nate do not fool with paper plate. You hear me? Mm-hmm. He don't rock with that.
I think it's
from his woman. He don't tolerate that shit.
It's like me. I don't mind a public relationship, but I definitely like to keep a lot of things private. You know what I'm saying? But I don't mind putting some stuff out there. Mm-hmm. My biggest thing is don't publicly show me off because I'm a trophy, or
So you think you're a trophy?
I can be. I can be. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you just looking on the outside.
I'm saying but you feel like you a trophy.
I can be. I can be.
Do your man feel like you a trophy? It took it a while now.
I mean, yeah, but it's like I don't think he's like. I mean, some people.
Nah, I know he do. I know he do.
Yeah, but some people look at you like a trophy and that's it.
No, I get what you're saying. Like, I had to fuck with you one time.
My husband see me as a trophy, but with substance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, that's the thing. I'm trying to protect my woman from the outside world. Yeah. Now, if I'm not showing you, it don't got nothing to do with how I rock with you.
Right.
I don't rock with I'm Aquarius. I don't rock with nobody that I'm not authentically rocking with.
Yeah.
So if I got an issue with showing you publicly, I got an issue with being seen with you publicly. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I just.
But I just know what come with that. The few times that I have posted somebody, it was because they put pressure on me, and I'm like, okay, at this point,
yeah,
I just don't want you to feel like that. But guess what? It backfired though.
Yeah, but seriously, that is a big thing that a lot of people don't talk about in relationships, because some people do think that that's a validation. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you post them and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So that's an issue that a lot of people don't talk about, But
and just like when I posted them, I had women that I haven't touched in years. Inbox her. Now I'm dealing with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's
so at that time, that's what it was about. I don't want you to have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? Just like before we got on air, I was talking about somebody from my past, like. It don't matter if they think that, they the top, you know what I'm saying? No matter what's going on in my life. You know what I'm saying? For real. So, and I get both sides. I get you may feel like it could be a facade because you have experienced certain things where a man, you found out he really wasn't rocking with you like you thought he was. And you might feel like, okay, if you not posting me, then you must not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I've had situations like that. That's why I had to throw that out there. But yeah, we're going to move on because, you know what I'm saying, that was just a hot little question or whatever. Let's go ahead and move on to our video that we got for today.
Man, listen, man, this is a hometown favorite of mine, Peanut the Boss, man. And we paying, it's the video is a little older, because, I don't think he's been making any videos lately, but his talent need to be
it's evergreen.
Put out there for the world. He's very talented. He got the grind, and he ain't lying. Like a lot of you rappers out there, you know what I'm saying. And I just feel like we should show love to him today. Peanut, if when you see this, man, hit me up. You gotta come up here so we can chop it up, man. It's time to get back in the studio if you ain't in the studio. But, it's time to grind it out, man. Some of my favorite artists, man, they was popping out here for years before they really, popped off. Kevin Gates being one of them. Arkansas gave him his first $5,000 show, but Arkansas been dealing with him, you know what I'm saying? But it's the grind, man. It's the grind that's going to yield the results that you want. So we going to get into your video, No Nuts, No Glory. If you ready, we going to play that.
Let's go.
Conley for three.
What's happening, nigga? My nigga, you kinda fit. You can't tell me you ain't, cause I know you is. Whenever, wherever I represent. I stand like a man, you squatting piss. How the fuck you a savage? Only online when you active. You are not causing no damage. Stop with that madness. I'ma hop out of this classic. Beam on your ass when I'm clad. I've been in the game a long time. Put respect on my name, cause I won't mind. Peanut the thug on prime time. I get love in the street, cause I slang guy. I make some out of nothing. Either I struggle or hustle. 448 and I bust it. I be finessing like my name Scooter and shit. I'm true, I ain't new to this shit. I'm out of Houston. Took me a break on the music. Been trying to find me a plug. I need the money, so I want the drugs. And anything else to me, it ain't important. I would not beef on the internet. My temper too bad to get into that. They only sneak this on the internet, cause they knowin' that where the police be at. Peter Piper picking peppers, peanut popping pistols, yeah, I'm different, nigga. I'm a gangster, been a gangster, still a gangster. I'm like this till they kill me, nigga. Can't play me pussy, I ain't a pussy. Niggas pussy, that's just how they living, nigga. Beef with me, just keep it street, you ain't G. You just try to play victim, nigga. This a cold game, these nigga lame, I never change. So I'm doing my own thing, I'm in my own lane. We ain't the same, my nuts hang. I'm kicking shit for a gold range. A big boss when I come through. And I ain't gotta say much, cause I ain't got to. And every strike that I got, who I earn mine. I never fold under pressure when it's crunch time. Yeah, I know they gon' hate, still I show love. Keep calm for I fuck a nigga ass up. Bitch, I'm true to the game, I'm an OG. And I ain't gotta say no, my actions gon' speak. No, it's 300 ripping in as always. I used to skip just to mingle in the hallways. And I ain't do homework cause I made plays. I stole bikes, sold paper just to get paid. I'm back to back, stating facts, real life. This a fucking true story, nigga. You ain't bout it, you just talking, you ain't down. No nuts, no glory, nigga. I'm back to back, stating facts, real life. This a fucking true story, nigga. You ain't bout it, you just talking, you ain't down. No nuts, no glory, nigga.
Yo, that shit hard, ain't it?
Yeah, that was
Man,
hard.
Peanut, what's up, man? Send me something, man.
So
Send
that
me
was
something.
Peanut the Boss, No Nuts, No Glory.
Yeah, no nuts, no glory, man.
Yeah, that was nice. I like that. I like that. All artists, y'all send in y'all. Hey, listen, I've been out of Arkansas, so I've been not tapped in with like the local artists and stuff like that. I need to be tapped in with what's going on because I know it's some talent out here. I know we got hella talent in Arkansas, so I need to be tapped in, man. I'm an artist myself, you know what I'm saying? And I want to just, you know what I'm saying, collab with my artists, my fellow artists. But y'all for sure need to get your music on the Morning Tea off GP. You know what I'm saying? We doing the Thug Thizzle.
Facts, come forward, man, and you know we not gonna play the dissing and the drill music or whatever. We not gonna promote that at all.
Have some substance in your music.
Have some
for
substance
sure.
in your music.
Because the goal is at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying. No matter how we present the message, you know what I'm saying. The goal is to build the community and not kill the community.
Yeah. And we trying to get more leverage in the game, and especially with our own culture. You have these big platforms that don't fool with independent music, and people that's on the come up. if the labels aren't passing down big checks and incentives, you know, they're not playing the music, they're not playing the videos, they're not getting exposure. But this is a station and a platform where we gonna do that. And especially for me and Letha is concerned. If it's hot, if it's hard, we gonna play it. You know, so you know, tap in with us,
And
man.
y'all let us know. Do y'all want to keep this song in rotation? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And y'all let us know if y'all want us to, you know what I'm saying? Let it be. Let
Yeah.
it be.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, let's go ahead and go into our next topic. I know we were talking about Dave Chappelle on Cat
Okay.
Williams.
Yeah. Dave Chappelle, man.
He
First
said,
of all, go ahead.
oh, LJ said, enjoy watching y'all today. Had y'all on loud in the office and we elaborated on some of y'all topics. Hey,
Appreciate
that's
that.
you know what I'm saying? That's the morning tea off GP. You hear
Yeah,
me?
for sure.
McQuay said rotate. Alright.
Bet.
Okay, so I know you. I think Dave Chappelle said Cat Williams is good at painting pictures. But so why did he paint an ugly picture of us or something like that? Can you do the quote?
Okay, the quote says that
Now we're not ending. We not.
Cat is one of the best painters in the game. So why are you drawing ugly pictures of us? Do you want to elaborate on how you feel about it first?
I mean, like that thought of what he said. Honestly, that was my initial thought. Like, dang, why he going in on all the black folks? But it's not him talking about. He was for one, you know what I'm saying, responding. And for two, he ain't talking about the world issues. We know. We know what.
You said he was what at first?
He was responding. So we know what the folks with the other side did to us, you know what I'm saying? But Cat Williams exposed what our people done, you know what I'm saying? He did, you know what I'm saying, point out all these black people, but at the same time, we had to get to the root of it. We gotta get to the root of it. If y'all falling victim and y'all being a detriment to the community, hey, it's the age of Aquarius. We got to talk about it. Why is you in the camera like that? Why?
This should be pissing me off. Cause we not ignorant. We not crazy. Well, that's how I would like to feel. But from what I seen, we is ignorant and we is crazy as hell. How do we forget so fast? Cause listen, our food I know what the common denominator is. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fanatic. It's a few celebrities that I follow, but I hardly follow celebrities.
Yeah.
I hardly follow people that don't follow me back.
Right.
I love me. But I fooled Dave Chappelle. Listen to me, man, when I tell you this. To this day, the Chappelle Show is one of the funniest shows that we would ever have the opportunity to experience.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, this is the only show that I've ever seen. It don't matter how many times I see it, I cry.
Laughing.
Stomach is in knots.
Yeah.
Now, it's not every episode, but this is the only show that when I watch that shit, man,
Yeah.
my stomach is in knots every time. This is shit that I done seen over and over, and I'm in knots every time. This is the only show. I love Dave Chappelle's work. When I learned about how he turned down $50 million and went to Africa, this was a time where I had already kind of been studying a lot of things that have been going on as far
I
as
remember that time.
conspiracies and how the industry work and stuff like that. That really put him up there for me.
Yeah.
Because I admire somebody that has so much notoriety and such a big following that has integrity. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I can't lie and say I ain't see him because this Cat Williams shit brought up the pictures of when he did have on a dress, which before I never seen it. I never knew about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, let's just say allegedly because we have AI. I'm just gonna give him a benefit of doubt. I don't agree with it, of course, but
Nowadays, you can't when you see this stuff on your news feed, you don't know if it's real
so
or not.
I don't know if it was AI. I hope it was AI.
Right.
Because if you did it for nothing then, why wouldn't you do it for 50 million? But on the flip side of that, you might have been impressionable. You might have been in a state
Right.
where I
I
do anything to get in there. Okay, that's not gonna hurt me.
Yeah.
But having experience and actually growing up, you might have a different outlook on, hold on, that's emasculating.
Right.
Where you didn't know it at first. You know what I'm saying?
And then too, I do know. I only watched like a little bit of when Dave Chappelle said that or whatever, and he did say, he was like, we trying to grow from that or something. He was saying, like, basically how I got from it. He is guilty of it. You know what I'm saying?
This is my thing though, Letha. This is my thing, right?
Yeah.
I had to get a disclaimer because what he said disappointed me. Listen, it don't matter how big I get. It don't matter how big we get together.
Yeah.
My integrity and my values, my morals, and my principles, they won't change.
Right.
And I want to challenge y'all to call me out on that if you feel like it did, because it won't. Now, I might be too far removed where I might not be as personable or as reachable, if that ever happens. You know what I'm saying? You know, who knows? But that could never happen. So I could never be on a Revolt TV. Let's just say our show got bought and we got on Revolt TV or Drink Champs or the Pivot, one of the section with the morning tea, whatever may happen, where they want us to have a certain opinion that isn't ours.
Right.
We might split up. Because if I can't be myself,
Right.
I couldn't do it.
If our morals is not on point, you know what I'm saying?
Now, there's some things that I could refrain from doing. I can compromise. Like, if they was like, okay, we don't want no cussing. We don't want no raunchy ass shit.
Right.
I can have my show and still do that.
Right.
But when I can't have my own opinion, though,
Right.
that's something I couldn't do. So, and I say that because Cat Williams, like you said, what he said was a response. That's not tearing our people down. Our people problem is why he had to respond. That's the problem.
And accountability.
That's the problem. The fact that he had to respond. So Dave Chappelle, how about you take your ass over there and talk to the people that had something to say? How about you do that in private? You ain't got to go public and say, I had this conversation with Steve Harvey and said it to Entertainer, but them the niggas that stole and them the niggas that hated and them niggas that talked down and lied. Go have that conversation with them. Because Ice Cube painted a bullshit ass picture too to save face. Yeah. Ice Cube.
Yeah, he did.
He sit up and Ice Cube, what he said is what Nate used as a reference to his point. But if you listen closely, Ice Cube confirmed everything Cat Williams said.
Yeah, he did.
If Cat Williams won the part,
you could just tell he played it.
and they said that he added all the extra ass shit, that means he wrote his own part.
Right.
That just mean it was unofficial. Now, the part where he lied was when he tried to act like it wasn't no rape scene. We ain't forgot what happened to Ebony. We seen.
I don't think. See, he played around it because he was like,
yes,
he
to
was,
save
he
face.
was like, I'm not gonna show that. But he said,
we ain't see Ebony get raped.
Right, exactly. So he danced around. He did.
It was gonna happen. Cause look, all right, if you weren't gonna show that situation, why would it even be an insinuation where Cat had to put the vice grip on me? Why was it even something that the babies that seen this movie could be like, Mama, Daddy,
Right. Sunshine,
what he was finna do?
Right. They curious.
Let's be for real, man.
I'm going to read the comments. LJ said, when we say paint pictures, let's not forget it took Cat to come public just for them to come be honest. No, for real. For years, if this man has been the blessing tree, y'all let others try to convince us that he was a crackhead. Make it make sense. Man. No, for real. I had to highlight that one because that's real, man. Like,
And listen,
the
man.
media, they really...
I love my people so
They
much.
did that.
I never said nothing about Cat, but I was considering, was he on something?
Right. No, for real.
Even I was.
Because they put that in our
I
heads.
just love my people so much that I don't want to be contributing to that without knowing. You know what I'm saying? But this the thing. When he told his life story, when he talked about the beginning, and he talked about when he was down there in Florida, and he was interviewing, talking, and being amongst all these people that have lost their whole families and lives from being on drugs, and it was never a good story, that made all the sense in the world for me.
Right.
That made all the sense in the world for me. Because I'm going to tell you something. I drank. My family drank. But my mom and my dad, they didn't drink. In my immediate household, I didn't see
Right.
my mama drinking.
Yeah.
My dad had probably drunk a couple of beers after work.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never seen my dad drunk.
Yeah.
I have never seen my daddy passed out from drinking or no shit like that.
Right.
Not to say he wasn't doing that in college, but I'm saying me growing up, I didn't see that. So me drinking didn't come from me seeing them drinking, but it came from I'm seeing my family having a good time.
Right.
So if I want to see how that feel. So me drinking came from what I feel from drinking, but I have never seen nobody being an alcoholic or going to AA meetings or having, you know what I'm saying? But I can only imagine if I seen somebody like strung out where they life can
Right.
change, where I'm like, hold on, hell no. As a kid,
Right.
I don't want to experience that. So I can see how when he explained that, that made all this in the world.
Yeah.
Nope, I don't think I don't see him ever doing that.
60 Mo, Corey Mo, said, I'm with Kat. We got to check ourselves first. I feel Dave in a way, but if they doing bogus stuff, correct your brother.
Correct. Because what type of friend do you have if you don't hold them accountable? I ain't gonna say I hate. Well, I'm not gonna say I hate people, but I hate to see when people have friends that they call friends, especially women, that don't hold each other accountable. Like, I ain't saying don't be their friend after they don't listen to you and they
Right.
do what they do, but to not tell them nothing.
Right.
You got women is wallabeast and
What?
walruses, booger wolves, whatever you want to call it, that's out here.
Where are
that-
you going with this?
What I'm saying is they got all the confidence and all the bouginess in the world.
Some of those people have great personalities.
On God, they do. I love the nurturing and the selflessness that a lot of big women have. When I'm around big women, I love my hug on them and we have fun, we laugh. I'm not talking about them. There's nothing wrong. I'm talking about the women that's big and ugly that talk down on
yeah.
people
Okay.
all day, every day,
Yeah.
like they like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
uh-huh.
And they got fine ass homegirls that be contributing to shit and cheering them on. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Cause best believe, if I got a partner that ain't really smashing shit like how he acting, and hold on, man, come on, bro, you gotta relax.
Yeah.
Cause you not like that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't got they don't bar none when it come to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Come
right.
on, bro.
I mean-
You not getting it like that.
Yeah, it can be touchy. You gotta know how to talk to your friends, but you do want to be honest with them at the end of the day, because who else, you know what I'm saying, can they depend
you're
on to
growing-
be honest with them out there?
If you're growing And growing means you're looking at the mirror. You're looking at the ugly shit that you don't see and you're changing it. You're working on changing it. You can't actually be changing shit, growing for the better, and
Right.
not seeing the people that is in your circumference and see that they not growing and not throw out an olive branch like, listen, let's do this. Or hold on, man. What is going on? Because it's going to be some type of conflict in there.
Yeah.
Even with your blessings.
Right, right.
God can hold off on your blessings because the people that are around you ain't in alignment with you.
Facts.
Y'all not equally yoked.
And
It's
you
a
got
such
them
thing as
in
being
the way.
equally yoked with your friends.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you not growing, but I'm growing, I'm hindering my blessings because when I'm around you, it's some bullshit that's
Right. Coming on to me.
In the-
it's blocking
in the
my
ethers.
blessings. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So listen, we can't be rocking if you ain't growing.
Right.
You ain't gotta be doing exactly what I'm doing. You ain't gotta be exactly where I'm at. But your mentality gotta be progress.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been that friend that, just, try to be gentle with my friends and stuff like that and just being careful with what you're saying. And sometimes you do have to find balance with being a safe space
Yeah.
for your friend and also, giving advice when it's, especially unsolicited
I'm like that
advice.
too.
You know what I'm saying? So you do have to be careful with that. But I ain't gonna lie, this year,
And sometimes
my friends, like, they come to me with something. Listen, I got a whole book for you, and I'm finna just go on here straight up tell you. But like, they was like, dang, your message has been real long lately. I said, I'm a whole philosopher this year. Cause I'm finna break it down to you, cause we finna get to the root of this.
that's what you need to do, Letha.
That's what I'm doing.
Don't.
It's what I'm doing, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying because it's like,
But I
after a
know,
while,
I know.
you know,
Sometimes
you
you
do.
will question yourself if you hear that because you don't want your friend, somebody that you love, to
Right.
feel like a certain
Exactly.
way. But that's why you in their life.
yeah, and for real, and I know the stuff that I tell my friends, nobody else is gonna say it. And because it sound crazy, a lot of times the stuff, my advice sound crazy because it's different. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I tell somebody in a minute, do you some inhales and exhales. Inhale for
People
5
don't understand how
seconds.
pointed your breathing is.
Inhale for 5 seconds, hold it for 5
You
seconds.
can be having you can
exhale
have a
for
panic
5
attack,
seconds.
or you can be having a cardiac arrest or whatever. Your breathing can save your life. The
Yeah.
Navy SEALs, they damn near pretty much die and come back.
Yeah.
Navy
Once
SEALs.
you get that breathing on point.
When they pass that shit, they are trained in certain situations. Their breathing technique is what will keep them alive or bring
Hey,
them
that
back.
breathing, man, people sleep on their breathing because in a lot of situations, that's my answer. And even for myself, like when I don't have anything around me, when I don't have an essential oil or or YouTube to go to or anything like that, I know one thing I can do. I can do some breath work.
Cause listen, before I even got into it, like being conscious of the breath work, I've done breath work because I've had anxiety attacks before I even knew what to call it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, thinking I'm about to have a heart attack. Like my
You don't know how
I'm
to
like,
breathe
what the
right
fuck
and stuff.
going on? But starting to be intentional about my breathing, like I'm overthinking. It ain't even that.
Yeah.
It really came from smoking weed. Cause I get too high,
That's when you get
and
the
when I
trip.
get too high,
Yeah.
especially if it's like an edible or something, that's why I don't deal with edibles now. I had to train myself to breathe. I get in the shower. I might be in the shower. I might mess around and take the shower off, turn the regular water on, put a stop thing, and lay down and fill that thing up and try to take my mind off of how I actually feel.
Yeah.
Deep breath though, but that's what's done calm. You know what I'm saying? So when I actually got into the science behind the breathing techniques, it already made sense to me because I already had situations where my
Yeah.
breathing really would kind of calm me down.
Yeah.
When it really wasn't a real situation, I just my mind,
Right.
Abby,
Facts.
you know what I mean?
I can relate to
Yeah.
that. I can relate to that because sometimes, like when I cry or get like too too far there. Like one time at my grandma's funeral, I hyperventilated. That was my first time, and this lady, she was like, inhale, exhale, inhale in your nose, exhale out your mouth. So that was kind of like my first introduction to not knowing, but that's a breathing, that's breathing, breath work, But nah, it's the comments for me.
What they talking about? What they talking about?
Corey Moe. Talking about, he said, us men get hard truth, females get justified. He talking about, like, boy, your forehead big as hell. They tell a female it's not that big, you still fine.
Oh, God. Oh,
He
God.
said,
Girl, you is stick.
He said, I'm not gentle. I'm going to tell it like it is. We got Dex tuned in.
Dex who?
Ezra Jackson.
Oh, my boy, Ezra.
Corey,
IMG in the building.
Corey said, if we cool, I'm going to tell you, you got a big booger in your nose. I seen some people not say nothing. Keep that booger out. That booger sitting that man infinite. And if everybody, I don't know what he said right there. But Matt Quay said breathing is definitely important. Coach Rogers taught us that when he was teaching, work on your stride.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's pretty. That's a simple thing that's free out here that we can easily access. We don't have to call and reach out to nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We can just literally do that within ourselves. So listen, y'all, when I tell y'all, listen, I'm not being sarcastic when I say inhale, exhale. You know what I'm saying? When I say breathe in for 4 seconds, hold it for
It'll help you with sorting out your thoughts too. Like you might have been in a situation where you want to react out of anger and want to, you know what I'm saying, tear something down. But that breathing will start allowing you trying to kind of basically process your thoughts and kind of, you know what I mean, gauge and sort it out where the pros and cons and like, am I this mad or is it something else that kind of triggered me? Even though there was a situation, it might be road rage. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Cause it's the mentality. Cause okay, for instance, I don't have road rage. I'm patient. I drive speed limit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm a defensive driver. But like the past weather, the ice and shit. Man, it's big trucks flying.
Yeah.
Flying. And I'm like, look at the roads. It's only 2 streaks. It's 3 lanes. It's only 2 streaks for real that's visible that we all driving on. And I got 18-wheelers flying across me. And that's when it kind of... Because I ain't got no...
Yeah, now you freaking out.
Like, why would you want to pass... If I was in an 18-wheeler, I wouldn't want to pass no... I wouldn't want to be trying to speed up to pass nobody. Because the faster you go, the less control you got. The less reaction time that you got to gain control.
Yeah.
Like, why would you... You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, if a nigga ain't drove over a bridge or had a bad situation, they ain't gonna understand. It is crazy to me. I'm talking about they... And I'm like, I can't wait till I get to the damn house.
Yeah. That is because it's like it's out of your control.
For real.
And what do you do in that situation? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because outside of that, I ain't really tripping about how people, you can pass me, I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I can get out the way. I can get out your way. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm going to make, my main thing is making it to where I'm going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And not to be on the police radar, you know? Yeah, for sure. Where we at?
Well, you know what I'm saying? Did you have anything else on, the Dave Chappelle topic or anything else that you want to, any topic you want to discuss?
Where we at on time?
Well, we're almost an hour and 30 minutes in. If not, we can go ahead and kick off to the commercial and go to the local news.
Since we this far out, I want to play another another video. And after,
that wasn't a part of the plan.
That wasn't a part of the plan? Because I didn't think we was going to go to an hour and a half. But I'm saying since we're here, we might as well. But if you feel like we shouldn't, cool, we can just get right into the news of what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, because what you was going to play?
I was going to play quiz video.
We can play quiz tomorrow.
All right, cool.
Let's go ahead and just go to a commercial, and then we can get on the local news.
What commercial we going to?
Our commercial.
Because played it already, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Let me know when you're ready.
Ready.
Are you standing on business?
What you mean standing on business?
Is your business getting the exposure that it needs?
I don't know, cousin P. You tell me.
Hell no, because you're not promoting it on the morning TLG.
That's crazy because I was not ready. Like I said, I was.
Hell no, hell no. They ain't standing on business because they business ain't being promoted or exposed on the morning TLGP. What is they doing, Letha? Salitha? You ain't Letha no more. You done had an ego death and a rebirth.
No,
and
I'm Salitha.
you Salitha now.
Yeah,
You Salitha Marcelette now.
Salitha Marcelette if you fancy.
I'm talking about y'all need to go and download her goddamn mixtape because it's hard. I ain't gonna lie. Come on, man. What y'all doing?
Not sorry for the wait.
But you is a busy person.
I am.
And you is busy to the point where I be feeling like, damn, I ain't doing enough. Hold on, let me think of something else to do. You know what I'm saying? Because, shit, you dropped the mixtape and that thing, you done dropped the goddamn book.
Man. For real.
So what the hell going on? You just dropped the book. What's the name of it?
How to transition to a vegan lifestyle in 30 days.
And what was the inspiration behind that? What made you, put that together? Or whatever?
Well, honestly, it's been years that I've been wanting to put something out there. I've been wanting to do a whole class on this because a lot of people, this is just a question that I get a lot. A lot of people say they want to live a healthier lifestyle. A lot of people say they want to go.
lying.
A lot of people say they want to go vegan, but I think it's just a mental thing that vegan mean healthy. You know what I'm saying? So people like, I don't know where to start and stuff like that. And so it's just these conversations that he said, where can we find the book? It's on findingalkaline.com.
We was gonna get to that.
Okay. They like the commercial. They fooling with the commercial.
What they said?
LJ said it's hard and catchy. But yeah, you can get the book at findingalkaline.com. It's a $20 book. So it basically break it down to the simplest form on how to transition to a healthier lifestyle. And basically it also talk, cause I promote the vegan lifestyle, but I call it vegan only because that's the best way to define it. But honestly, I want to throw conscious on there because it's all about being a conscious vegan. It's all about being conscious about what you put in your body. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, be conscious. Like, just those small little baby steps, from small little, that color, that veggie, that fruit in the morning. Different stuff, fasting. Different stuff like that. So I talk about all of that in the book, and I talk about, because, it's a lot of people that want to transition to a healthier lifestyle, but it don't stick because they wake up one morning like, I'm tired of eating meat. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go vegan or whatever. You go in the store, first of all, you're not educated on it for real. You just tired. So you go in the store and you see plant-based or whatever. So you thinking, oh, you feel like you on your best stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
And, because you eating all this meatless, and dairy-free cheese. But at the end of the day, you're not being conscious because did you turn that beautiful label around that said that, this is all plant-based and all this stuff. Did you turn that label around and look at the ingredients and read them words? Like, do you really eat that? You know what I'm saying? Do you really know what that actually is? So the thing is, I see a lot of people transition or say they transition to the vegan lifestyle, but they're not really seeing health changes. And sometimes people gain weight. And even when I went over to the vegan world, I was already conscious before I went to the vegan lifestyle. So when I started eating vegan foods, I had already cut out breads and rice and stuff like that because I'm working out 7 days a week and my abs not going to be popping if I'm going to be eating that stuff. But then when I go
I don't know now.
No, for real. If
my ab was popping.
Listen.
I'm just saying. My ab was popping.
It's hard to, like, when you really working out, like, to get your abs to be like, boom, 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 boom. And how I was eating bread, you know what I'm saying? After every workout, I was eating crackers.
Now, I don't know how much bread I was eating.
So bread, pasta, all of this stuff, those carbs and stuff, it's like, it's not natural, so it's not breaking down. So when I was going to these vegan restaurants, every vegan restaurant, every special that they had, it was big, high in carbs. So you got po' boy with all this big old bread. You know what I'm saying? You got rice over here. You got
But
bread.
just because an animal wasn't involved, it
right,
technically
it's
was
considered
vegan.
vegan.
Yeah.
But a lot of these vegan restaurants is technically vegan junk food. So it's not necessarily the healthiest decision. It may be healthier than the meats and stuff like that because you gonna probably go ahead and use the bathroom versus it just sitting in your stomach for days and days and weeks and years or whatever.
Yeah.
But basically, the book, it basically breaks down how to transition, how to do your process of elimination. It can take you from being an omnivore, which is someone who eats all the meats and all the plants. It can take you from being an omnivore to a vegan in 30 days. If you're really serious about, taking your health by the ponytail and putting it putting that gel on it, you know what I'm saying, snatching it up.
Ooh.
But for real though, like I just basically break it down to the simplest form and help you to be intentional on where you want to go in your diet and not, like I said, like get away from just being vegan mean healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like see really where you want to go. What's your intentions? Are you trying to heal your body or you just want a healthier lifestyle? You know what I'm saying? So I got all of that in the book. And then so you can either purchase the book or you can join my Patreon and you can get free access to the book. I'm also doing virtual cooking classes. I don't know if you've seen that.
That's so dope.
Yeah. So my the first class will be February 24th. So you'll be able to in the comfort of your home be able to create a gourmet, simple alkaline meal. Something that's going to heal your house and home, but also have all the flavors and stuff like that where you can introduce to your family, you know what I'm saying, and to your palate. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go vegan or anything like that, but this is me educating people on how to cook these nutritional meals from scratch, and you don't have to use a recipe.
Shalita, you are such a gem to the community, whether they realize it yet or not.
Aw, thanks.
Because I've been that person that's woke up and was like, forget this shit.
Yeah.
The animals are a part of it.
You
They don't
think when you go into the vegan lifestyle, you like it's hard.
But listen though, I was vegan for a week.
Yeah.
Maybe a week and a half. I was working in Hot Springs and I had this epiphany. And just like you said, I went to the healthiest store in Hot Springs and I bought all the TV dinners. I bought all the shit that said meatless and vegan, plant-based and all that. I bought all that stuff.
Right.
And one thing about if you work a lot of hours, because I was then, if you take it to work, you're going to eat it because you can't. We out. So I can't go nowhere. So I gotta eat it. Mm-hmm. So I did good for a week, like a week and a half. Me and my partners, we had it was around Christmas time, so we had a mistletoe and camel toe Christmas party. Yeah. So we had women to come, and women love to eat, they love to drink, and that'll get them more comfortable with everybody. So we had chicken spaghetti, we had wings, we had drink, we kicked it. I don't even remember everything that happened tonight, but the next morning, after everybody done left and stuff, my partner, he laughing at me. He started laughing and stuff. And I'm like, what's going on, nigga? What's so funny? You know, I like to laugh too. He like, nigga, you ain't vegan no more. I said, what? You know what I'm saying? I know I ain't no cat. You know what I'm saying? So he showed me a picture of me. I'm sitting in the middle of the floor with a big old plate of chicken spaghetti, smashing. You know what I'm saying? So I was crying laughing at that. So I mean, I get it, but so after that, it was just like, forget it. I done broke it. Forget it, man. You know what I'm saying? But to the point of why that is so important, because people go and call themselves eating healthy, but they don't really know what they put in their body, even though they know that they're not eating meat. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And to go even further, to have a cooking class, because I remember I was like, man, not knowing what to start as far as cooking is the reason why I
Right.
got all the TV dinners. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So for somebody that's really serious, that'll be perfect for them in this time. You know what I'm saying? Cause now I can, okay, that's a good meal that I like, and cause I made spaghetti like with the meat, Beyond Meat stuff, and you know it was cool. You know what I'm saying? But the Beyond Meat, it's not healthy for
It's
you.
not healthy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my first vegan meal that I got, because I had a client, she was like, oh, yeah, I made a taco salad. And she was just, and I was just thinking about, oh, my mama
You don't
taco salad. I was thinking about that. So I went out to the store and I done got these plant-based meat. I can't remember the brand or whatever. I got plant-based meat, vegan chips, vegan cheese, all of this stuff. And, you know, I ain't thought nothing of it. I'm just thinking, okay, I'm on the road. You know what I'm saying? I get in there, the meat in there cooking. I don't even know. It don't need a lot of time to cook. It's weird. It's weird because I got this meat, but it's not meat. But I'm letting it cook, and I'm sitting in there, and I'm sitting back. You know, sit back, read the ingredients, and it's like, damn, the list is this long. And what is this stuff? And I'm like, oh my God.
Nothing's natural. Nothing's
Nothing
came from earth.
stands out as a whole food, first of all.
Yeah.
And then too, when you read the ingredients, the first ingredient that's what's the most is in the product. You know what I'm saying? So the first 2 or 3 ingredients, that's gonna tell you mainly what's in that product. And a lot of that, what a lot of people don't know, a lot of those products are soy based. And soy can have benefits to it, but if you're doing too much soy, it has a lot of estrogen in it. So it will cause an imbalance.
So there's so you think that got something to do with a lot of young boys growing up being feminine and stuff?
Well, you know, that's
You said
I-
estrogen.
yeah. But yeah, it kind of it ties back to that. But you know, it's not just the vegan foods, but it's
No,
other stuff.
I'm not even
Right.
saying.
It's
I'm
it's
just
a
saying.
lot of
Period.
artificial stuff that fucks with the hormonal imbalance
I'm just when you said it just triggered the whole because
or the balance.
you know we know that the industry and everything is promoting
Yeah,
femininity.
a lot of this stuff.
Homosexuality and the whole alphabet community
Yeah.
is because if you really look at history, our history of things that has from now back in the day, everything has been divisive. Everything of the black family structure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So whether it be the crack pandemic, how wrong, whether it be the child support and the government assistance era when that first started, whether it be the feminist movement and them fighting for equality, you know, all those different eras, they were divisive.
Yeah.
You know, and now we have the music. Well, the music has been divisive, but it's like
We
it's
just
like
get
something that
worse.
has never been now.
We really switching roles.
You know, so but one thing that we haven't or I haven't really seen too many platforms touch on is how the things that we ingest in our bodies in any aspect,
matters.
the hormones.
Yeah.
Because not only do we have these influences that are negative, but the hormones are adding to it. So it's like if you have a young boy that's been growing up and, you know, the food that he's eating all this time have been overcompensated with estrogen,
Yeah.
which is the feminine hormone, then shit, Sexy Red or Lil Nas or whatever, you know, it just go hand in hand. As far as they just did a whole 180.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the foods. The foods is definitely the roots. They say when you control the foods, you can control the masses. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
and when you control what people see, If you can control what people see, you can influence what they believe.
If you control what they eat, you can control their mind, basically.
Yeah.
I'm gonna touch base on these comments because they going crazy in the comment section. 6-0 said, I highlighted his comment. He said, I was eating plant-based for 3.5 months. Felt good. I just added chicken and fish to my diet because I can't gain muscle. Listen, hit me up because I can help you with that. Because
the gorillas is the strongest motherfuckers out here.
Listen, no, for real. And they... Not for real. But, hey, that's a very simple thing to tweak. But... That's why, or you can just get my book too because it breaks down like.
First of all, get the book, ain't it?
No, for real, because the book, I can tell you whatever, but it ain't gonna stick. So you can go to the book and go back to it, highlight it, and you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Really get it in your head. But you can definitely gain muscle on a plant-based lifestyle, even on an alkaline lifestyle. Alkaline lifestyle, you're gonna be your natural body weight, but I know how to. I'm all about muscle gain and stuff like that. So yeah, hey, I got you, man. Get that book.
What else?
How to transition to vegan lifestyle in 30 days. And okay, he said I just ate fruits and veggies, nothing artificial, and that's vegan junk food. Definitely. Just add some grain, get you some natural grains in there. LJ said you ought to do a budgeting video on. Or something on how to eat healthy. Yep. Eating healthy can put a dent in your pockets versus that McDonald's. That was
a big thing that I was kind of afraid of too.
Yeah. So okay, that's definitely a great idea. I definitely put that together. So I am working on content. You know what I'm saying, to help bring people to what I'm. Listen, I'm just out here being a vessel. You know what I'm saying? I got this education, so I'm just educating the community. I ain't perfect in this situation, but I got a lot of gems to drop on you, and I can really help you. You know what I'm saying? So healing can take a lifetime.
Oh, that's a great. I'm glad you said that because speak on that because people feel like. Nobody, I'm not talking about nobody in the comments, but I'm saying it's so many stories I heard where people like will be discouraged because they feel like they not understanding like they have lived a life of poor eating habits.
Right.
So they feel like because it's healthy and it's herbal,
everybody
used to change like that.
Instant gratification.
Yeah.
First of all. And secondly, we so used to going to the doctors and listening to the white coats or whatever when a black human come to you and tell you, oh, you should try this herb because that'll help with this or whatever. This will help with this will help. Now you in question, but really truly think about it. Don't even look at me. Don't even look at who the message coming from or whatever. Just truly think about it. Go back to your roots. What you think our ancestors was doing before they had hospitals?
Talk to the people, Letha.
Hospital.
Listen, don't hold nothing back, Letha. You are the beacon of light, and you are the gem of the community. You are.
No, for real, we have to get to the root. They went out and scouted. Like, a lot of that stuff, they didn't know exactly what it was, but they knew it had to either be really healing or they'll know if it's bad. But we ain't, at that time, okay. I got too far away. We was talking about the instant healing.
Take your time. You hear me?
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we used to the white coat. So we go in there and they give us this medicine. They got 3 different types of medicine. 3 brands of medicine, same medicine. But they can be like, oh, I'm going to put you on this or whatever. And you get instant relief right then. So you thinking, oh, I'm good. My doctor gave me this or whatever. But not knowing.
Something is wrong with you.
They thinking they sleeping well at night because like, oh, the problem is solved. No, the problem is not solved because you did not get to the root of the issue. So when you're dealing with herbs and stuff like that, it's not going to be an instant thing. When we healing our bodies, the first thing, because, I can tell stories. I have, success stories of people saying, oh, you know what I'm saying, this helped with my arthritis. This helped with my back pains. Or this helped with, my blood sugar, my blood pressure, all of this different stuff. I do have those success stories. But I can't come out and say, you know, this person, you know, had herpes and this person did not have herpes anymore. For one, because I personally haven't worked with too many people that's been consistent. But secondly, it takes time to truly heal the body, because you think about it, you've been putting all this detriment on your body for years and years and years. You think like the body that naturally heals itself, but you got to give it the right things.
You're building.
Yeah, you're building. So like the medicine it's an instant relief, but you're also killing something. But the herbs is building what it needs to build for your body to heal like it's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's get back to the root. You know what I'm saying? So my goal is, I mean, if y'all don't know, it's a state of emergency. We need to get back in the kitchen. We need to get back to gardening. We need to get back to growing our own foods. If you gonna do the animals, raise them animals. You know what I'm saying? We need to get back to the root of that. Get back in the kitchen and actually
So
heal
is
our
that
home.
is that a cry out to the women to get in the kitchen? Is that?
I mean, well, yeah, we're the
Because
root
I
of
know
that.
you in the kitchen.
Yeah, we're the root of that. But I mean, nowadays, I don't know if it's the gender roles is like it can be. I mean, it's men that's in the kitchen. I'm in
the
know what I'm
kitchen.
saying? It's
But like even like if I tell you how to cook some, you gotta chastise me. You gotta make sure I done put some green in there. You will ask me. You know what I'm saying?
listen. I'm all about like the women. Yes, we do need to make our way back to the kitchen and back to going.
Because
as a man,
it's a lot of.
herbs.
I know it's a lot of men that don't. I cook, and the reason why I started to cook because I know that'll help me get in the women pants. When I started to cook, more and stuff.
yeah.
Okay, shit, I can do this, and it helped me get in women pants faster.
So what if you get a woman off of your cooking and then you get her and then she don't cook? Would you be mad?
What I'm saying is that's what initially where my desire to learn all the shit came from. Now, to your question, I can't lie. I'm gonna be authentic. So if I have a woman that like check off like everything but the cooking thing, I can work with it. But she would have to be open to learning to cook still because I still need that.
At the end of the day,
But I would have the patience to teach her and
Yeah.
to cook with her and to work on that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I
that's
would.
good.
I've always been that type of person.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What if she say, "Well, babe, you're better at that. Now I can do all the cleaning. I can do this. I can compromise in another way. But you're better at cooking. Can you do the cooking? And then I do everything. I mean, you know, I can do everything surrounding it.
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind that. As long as she willing, because of course there's gonna be times where I don't feel like it.
Right.
It's gonna be times where I'm too tired or something, where I just want you to cater to me. Just like it'll be times where I will be doing the cleaning. It'll be times where I do the washing. When I was in a relationship where I lived with my woman, you know, when she cooked, I did the dishes. You know?
Yeah.
So
and that I love to see.
and
I'm
all about teamwork. I talk shit on Facebook, but I'm not the type of person that sit up there and feel like I'm just a dictator sitting on a hill and just handing out orders. I'm not the type of person. I didn't see that in my household, but I never seen my mama talk back to my dad.
Yeah.
I never seen my mama get an attitude with my dad. I never seen that.
Yeah.
And from what I see a lot is, you know, women don't really from what I see, the women that the men that they deal with, they don't really respect to say the things that I see them say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I would, even though my dad wasn't that type of person, but my mama wouldn't say no shit like that.
Yeah.
If my
I think
dad woke up one morning and be like, baby, I want some dressing, cabbage, greens, chicken spaghetti. It don't matter if the table, if it wasn't colorful or not. If he asked her, she was gonna make that shit happen.
Yeah.
No question.
Yeah, I feel like it's just all in a matter of unlearning and relearning. Cause it is, like, and I know we spoke on this before, cause I was that girl, what I'm saying, who probably talk back, what I'm saying, cause feel like, okay, what can you do for me, what I'm saying, type of thing, or why am I even, what I'm saying, listening to you type of thing. But it was my mindset because I had never actually seen a woman submit to a man that was, what I'm saying, that was really
and that's
being
the
a
thing,
man.
And that's not, it's not your fault that you haven't seen it.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying, we grew up in an era, if we didn't have that in the household, what I'm saying, we didn't see that in the household. We grew up in the era of INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And all this, got my own. And then you see he ain't got this, that. So it's like, what I'm saying? You on your high horse and all this stuff, but not really maturely knowing that this is the root of, what I'm saying, what we truly need. Mm-hmm. But I think, too, we try to get so far away of what the grandmas did and stuff with the grandmas and what we seen them just stay at the house and have kids and be in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. We try to get so far away from that because we seen them. Some were happy and they lived through it and stuff like that. But we also seen situations where the grandpa was out doing everything under the sun. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we like, I wouldn't dare be in that situation again. And I think we try so hard to get away from it that we messed up when it comes to relationships. Even if we do really want a relationship, we don't even know what an ideal relationship look like, for one. And for two, it's like we don't know how to truly submit without feeling like we're giving our power away or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we do have to truly unlearn and relearn. And then two, it's all about two being, it ain't gonna be right if you got a guy that's trying to, you know what I'm saying, say this and that, but you ain't got everything in a row. It ain't gonna be right. You know what I'm saying? But when you do come across somebody that do have their shit together and they, you know what I'm saying, want you to submit, then it's like, okay, I need to humble myself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta constantly, you know what I'm saying? Talk to yourself. So I mean, we do have to do that. And one thing I want to do this year, since I'm in my soft girl era, you know what I'm saying?
You are.
I really want to help my girls, my people,
please do.
Come into the soft girl era, because,
the men need you.
Yeah.
For real. Men need you.
We need, like, the black community, like, needs these conversations. You know what I'm saying? So I just been on a hell of a journey. And even though I have preached, you know what I'm saying, I love the foundation of man and woman, but I had to continue to work on myself to really know how to get in there. And you know what I'm saying, I ain't no expert or nothing, but I want to tell my people, like, y'all listen, ladies, we've been chasing the wrong bag. We've been chasing the wrong bag. Let's get on track. Let's get this foundation going. Let's build the black community. Let's get back in the kitchen.
Yeah, man, for real.
Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, I can rub off on a couple people,
Yeah.
But yeah, anything else you want to talk about? Any tips? Oh, we do have some local news.
Okay.
We got 2 escaped inmates out from the local jail in Pine Bluff.
For real.
I think one of them was a murderer.
For real.
But it's a white boy and a black boy. But my thoughts on it is, like, typically we used to think that, you know what I'm saying, when an inmate escape, like, we're in harm. But I don't even think that. I don't think like that.
Trust me, we are never in harm.
Like, I think they probably laid up or something.
But guess what? When I hear that in Jefferson County,
man,
somebody helped them.
And they said they was gone. This the gag. They was gone for 48 hours before they even told.
Somebody helped them.
Had to.
Pine Bluff is a cesspool. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Go for it. The mayor, all the black folk, so-called black folk. Well, I'm not gonna say all, but I'm gonna say a lot of the black folk in certain positions of power in Pine Bluff is the reason why Pine Bluff isn't progressive and it is where it's at now.
Man, for real.
I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. It is what it is. It's the truth.
I mean,
I shared a picture last week, and maybe it was this week, but I think it was last week, of Pine Bluff in the, I think it was like the 70s or the 80s. Pine Bluff used to be one of the most thriving cities in America, not just Arkansas. For a city of its size, it was one of the most thriving cities in America. You hear me?
I can believe it.
In the early, the history of Pine Bluff High School is one of the most decorated history when they talking about sports that it ever was in the history of high schools in America.
Wow.
That's no small thing.
Yeah.
In the early 90s when you had the Bossier Shabazz and all that, man, Pine Bluff, track, basketball, football, everything.
Yeah.
They have been superior in everything. If you go to Arkansas and you look at the history of all the high schools,
Yeah.
as far as what they did in high school, athletic wise, most decorated, Pine Bluff is probably number one. Honestly, I'm not from Pine Bluff. Pine Bluff is like a second home to me. But I got to keep it 100. But what I'm saying by saying that is, for them to be that decorated like that, there's no way that they haven't attracted the type of people to come there
Right.
to boost the economy and for it to be a better place living wise for all. You know what I'm saying? It's no coincidence that there is 3 or 4 prisons that are in the 30-mile radius of Pine Bluff.
And listen, I'm just gonna throw my 2 cents. I don't have the facts, but I got of what I've lived in or whatever. I've seen that. You know what I'm saying? Just when I first stayed in Pine Bluff, like this was in 2008, you know what I'm saying? I realized that I couldn't even blame a lot of the criminals, for breaking in houses and, doing a lot of stuff, because it's like there's really no jobs for a black man other than the slavery jobs. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are, those jobs where you gotta damn near work more than you sleep or whatever, or you see your family. So that's the root of the, cause no jobs. You know what I'm saying?
And no jobs trickles down into why the teachers have the problem with the kids, because everything starts at home.
Yeah.
So if you can't take care of your home properly, then you don't have and you working way more than you should be. That means you don't have time for your kids. You have more stress because you're struggling to take care of them, even though you go to work every day. You're working out hours where your kids is basically raising themselves. You don't have the time to give them to a certain extent, so they're raising themselves. You don't even know the influences, young boy or whoever that's putting down subconscious dialogues in their head, where it's leading them down a tunnel where they gonna lead to prison, juvenile, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They gonna go to the school and get a teacher's problems. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That type of stuff started at the house, at home. But if the adults don't have a good quality means of employment that gives fair wages
Right.
and benefits and stuff like that, it's almost always gonna be a direct reflection in the kids and how they act at school. Man, I had breakfast every day, full breakfast every day. I went to school full every day. I had a good balanced meal every night.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to my parents, but and I ain't gonna lie, growing up, I didn't really appreciate it.
Right, you ain't think that was a
Cause it was my
gym.
norm.
Right. Exactly.
It wasn't until I was an adult where I saw how the difference in that affected how children operated and how they acted in school and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
You know, and even when kids came to spend the night, they was going to school bragging about what they experienced at our house. You know what I mean? So that really kind of, damn. You know what I mean? You bragging because you ate breakfast. You know what I'm saying?
Not knowing that's a luxury.
But that's a big thing to like really kind of put in perspective, like versus what children go through. You know what I mean? So that's something that's very important, man. And
Corey Mo said, "Boy, I ate school breakfast 80% of the time."
and it's so crazy because even though I had the full, I felt a little left out because I didn't, because everybody in the class, they talking about how they had the donuts and they had the, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like, but as a kid, your mind still, you don't really understand. So you like, damn, I had 3 waffles, 2 sausage, 3 eggs, but I'm in the classroom hearing these people talking about the donuts and whatever the breakfast, and I'm feeling left out. You know what I'm saying? But it took me as an adult on down the line to be understand like the difference and what's really going on. But that is a direct reflection of how kids operate at school. You know what I'm saying? So that's something we need to, you know, be mindful of.
Marty
you know?
Marty said they tricking the black man into the slave system. We are enslaving ourselves trying to just support our family because there's no job.
And that's what they really did. They tricked us into doing the work for them.
Yeah.
So
well, we ain't got time for our own family.
So we do it. We do the enslavement tactics and the prejudice tactics on our own. So we didn't. Isn't got to the point where they don't have to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we look at our own as, you know, they not as good as us, or they this and they that. You know what I'm saying? And treat them this certain way, and we got them feuding, and the kids don't know what's going on until they grow into it. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what's going on.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Do you got any tips you want to leave with the people today?
I mean, everybody got their own problems. You know, we don't surrender, we don't retreat. Every man has to search his own soul. So whatever's going on in your life, man, it's for a reason. You know, damn near everything that I dealt with came from either one decision or a series of decisions that I've made all on my own. Yes, I may have made this decision because of my circumstances, but I made a decision. So if I made decisions, I got to deal with the consequences. So a lot of times we need to step back and reevaluate our decisions and why we make them.
Choices.
And I think that'll help anybody on their journey to growth.
Yeah.
Facts. You know, sometimes we just run from the mirror. We don't know we running from the mirror. But when we see it and we see we ugly and shit, we don't like that. So that's when we'll like kind of change because we feel like, okay, damn, this is what people are looking at.
Right.
So that'll make us, you know, want to change what we look at and what other people look at or whatever. But yeah, and don't be in a rush, you know. One brick at a time. Lay one brick at a time, man. Sometimes, especially if you're overthinker like me, you might be like, damn, I ain't doing this. I'm this age, my birthday coming up, and you maybe feel like you behind. But everybody got their own journey. If you get on one thing that you want to start progressing at and be consistent at that, you doing a buck. You know what I mean? Because the way we do anything is how we do everything. So we got to start with something. You know what I'm saying? And we got to think, we like a train, you know what I'm saying? A train, we can't reverse, we can't turn around, we don't go on flat.
Right.
That's all I got to say to the people today anyway.
Okay. Well, I guess my last little tip that I would send my people off with would be to the ladies, you know what I'm saying? Since we touched on the subject of let's chase a new bag, y'all. The black family, and without compromising, you know, on your value or nothing like that. I ain't asking you to do that at all. But let's chase a new bag and
How about chase the man cause he the prize?
Hey, what? Chase the man?
Cause he the prize?
Chase the man cause he the prize boy.
I'm just asking.
We finna close out right there.